Coordination, Sanbonan Bafetu, and welcome back to Football Trends with me, OQB, where I bring you some of the latest Kaizer news. And on today's video, it's no different, Bafetu, because I do have updates. There's a lot that we need to talk about. And as I'm looking through my list here, Yambon, what you know, definitely this is a lot because of the few days that I have not been giving you the content that you guys solely deserves. But anyways, Joe Shido, we have a lot to discuss on today's video, and also there's a comment that we need to take into consideration, which was given to me by Osane Eleshando, where we will be answering his question. And obviously, Nani, you can leave your opinions and thoughts in terms of his question that we will be taking a look at on today's video. But anyways, before we dive into all of those details, guys, please do make sure that you like the video, you subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, don't forget to click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will be notified and be able to watch that video. Now, obviously, guys, starting off with some of the quickest or the updates that you do need to know about quickly before Season Energy on that question, because I know a lot of you might be asking yourselves, I wonder what kind of a question is that, but do we need to know in terms of our club? But definitely there's something that involves almost every PSL team. So currently, guys, we have Brendan Peterson, which contract is coming to an end on June 30th of June, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing the date, but I forgot, guys. But anyways, June next year, contract is coming to an end. But the shock twist is that there is an option for Kaizer Chiefs to be able to exercise that option so that he can be able to get at least 1 year a contract iyophela ngo 2027. Now, I remember back then they got a contract renewal or extensions, I'm not too sure, but Brendan Peterson and also Bruce Vuma, even Abomtutuzi Shabalala. But now currently it looks like a lot of contracts are coming to an end. So with that being said, Kaizer Chiefs needs to make sure what they try by all means to select the players that they think are going to be the best candidate for the club. And currently Brendan Peterson is no exception. Bafetu Umchita has so far played 11 games on the Betway Premiership, and he has managed to keep 7 clean sheets, conceding only just 6 goals, which obviously it's a lot more improved from last season, because last season things were just terribly bad. But this season things are looking good. And also going to this FIFA break, I'm hoping, because there's games that we could be playing, but Kaizer Chiefs decided otherwise, and we'll be getting to that very soon. And then moving on, Kaizer Chiefs versus Imagesi FC. Now, this is a game that was going to be played on the 22nd of November, but unfortunately, because in 23, Kaizer Chiefs will be playing against Al Masry, the team from CAF, the Egyptian team, Lapana CAF Group D. I remember Group D. Guys, we are not going to be able to play that game on the 22nd of November, but we will be playing this game on the 26th of November. Now, there are other games that have been pushed by Shinshama Day Trouble, so I'm not going to be giving you everything, but at least one thing you need to know about Kaizer Chiefs, which definitely their game has been moved to 8/26 of November, because in 8/23 in Jobang Shilo we are playing against Al Masry, so definitely that is good. But there is one game in particular that Kaizer just decided to drop out of, which I feel like we should have not, because we still have other players who have not yet gotten game time, and thus was going to be a good opportunity for them to at least get those few minutes, even if about 20 minutes on that game. It was going to be fine, because remember, it is a friendly game. I'm talking about the game of Prince Mangosuthu Cup, which will be played on the 16th of November. So this was going to be good exercise for other players and Nabo Abakona, just to keep those legs working and fresh, because we know every time Kaizer just goes into FIFA break, when we come back, things tend to be bad. Even this season, the start of the season, maybe a week or 2 weeks, and then after that, when we got back, things were just no longer the same. But at least we tried to be consistent in terms of its defense, only losing against a team like Isikukune United because of poor decision making. But anyways, definitely I'm hoping with Tabajita they can try by all means to make sure with this game, when we play, at least we try by all means to say a winner, even if we can play for a draw, but it must be a draw la sazi khona ukuthi Kaizer Chiefs at least they've managed to score, with having that home or away goal advantage against Al Masry. So definitely these are some of the update in terms of that. And then moving on, guys, we do have something. I don't know how accurate this is, but definitely it is a quotation. And at this channel we do talk about quotations, and then we try to quote what those guys have said. So Lana, this is Bobby Mtawong, according to his words, which was posted by trusted sources, most of them. So according to him, this is what he says, because recently we've seen a player like Brendan Peterson, which solely deserves to be in the national team, is not there. So this is what Bobby Mtawong is saying. The reason why Hugo Bruce probably is not selecting some of the Kaizer's players, actually all the Kaizer's players, because he only selects whenever he feels with Manje. I do not have a choice. I probably need this guy just in case isn't a Hambi Mohlelo. So this is what they're saying. He says Hugo Bruce was one of the candidates to coach Kaizer Chiefs in 2018, and we didn't agree on contract. Guys, if this is true, then definitely it makes sense why Coach Hugo Bruce might have something against Kaizer Chiefs. But at the end of the day, it was him and Kaizer Chiefs. Here we are talking about the national team and individual players. When a player goes to play for Ibafana Bafana, that player is no longer playing for Kaizer Chiefs. He's playing for the whole country. So you can't blame the whole country on a mistake of 1%, but definitely it is what it is. And then moving on, Futi again, Bafetu, I have the principal here who has talked about the appeal. Yeah, you get Orlando Pirates, because they did appeal after Lord Mokoko and everything that happened. So far, according to the principal, I believe Hlongwane. Guys, I even forgot his name, but definitely somewhere there. So he says Uti definitely Kaizer, Orlando Pirates doesn't have any case against St. Louis Lupopo. So unfortunately, bad blood, but here he is.
Have national teams use a passport. Now, if you say somebody has got 2 passports, how many people have got 2 passports? Dennis Onyango has got 2. Kennedy Muene has got 2.
But he explained the 2 passports. Said the country's changed.
Now you go on and say you protesting about what? Players, the CMS that we punch the players on the system. If the player is suspended, the CMS will refuse. The same as the PSL. If you punch a player who is suspended, the CMS will say no, player ineligible. Now you come to the coach. The coach does not play football. You protest against the coach. It does not influence the results of the match. So where is the case there? I don't see any case. I've been in these games, CAF, and I've seen it all.
You were a CAF referee.
Yes, FIFA referee will punch the system, and the system will say player ineligible. So I look at all. I don't see a case. Nothing. I don't see a case. That's why the fixture is out, and the games are going to be played.
Well, there's no backdoor for Ibafana Bafana. Moving on, we do have Owen Tagama, who now has spoken highly of Mfana Lapana Colani Kosa. Now, if you remember at the beginning of the season, we had a player who went out on a loan, who is playing for a team Lapana Ibizwanga Black Lions FC, Elala Lapana Botswana. So Coach Owen Tagama, he says definitely Mfana is an important player on their squad. Yes, I believe they had a few bad games recently, and it looks like they might even get relegated. But at the end of the day, the coach is saying, definitely the guy is an important figure. So whether they do get, relegated or not, Tina Sema missing alone, so he will be able to come back home, and maybe we can try somewhere else if things do not go according to plan. But here is what Coach Owen Tagama had to say.
Kolani is a true professional. I'm proud to say the Chiefs, Pirates, and Sundowns, they always produce quality professional players. And we're happy to have him here. He's added such a lot of impetus in our defense there. And it was evident once he went off, we started battling a little bit at the back there. with the aerial balls, because we knew they're going to pump that ball. We knew they're going to pump it. And we worked on it, but it just took that. They had other moments, yes, but we dealt well with it. But in saying that, we also created some glorious opportunities to score. And I always say, just before their goal, we had a clear goal, a one-on-one to score. But unfortunately, we did not. And once you don't score, it motivates the opposition.
And then, guys, last but not least, Kaizer Down Jr. has revealed the plans that they do have for Kaizer Chiefs. So according to him, this is what they want or they're expecting to see with this club. So they say we want to be in the in the Champions League, fight amongst the best, be amongst the best. And I think the star is something as a big club you need to have. That's a long-term objective, which when I get Kaizer Down Jr. So it makes sense for them to want a star because it's been a long time. And now me as a fan, I've been asking myself, Utimara, where did we go wrong for us not to be able to have at least even one star, guys? Even one star, it would have made it, something. It would have shown what definitely Kaizer Chiefs is a big team, but unfortunately for the past few years, we've only been a big team by the number of supporters. So currently, we need to make sure what we get back into the game by bringing the stars on the pitch. And then last but not least, to getting to the question of Sanele Shando, which he left by the comments. Thank you so much, Lapos Sanele. He says, Sundowns, has Sundowns dropped form or have PSL teams improved in terms of the league? Because so far we can see Bafetu, the log is not lying. If you look at the log, Sundowns have played 12 games currently as I'm speaking with you. And so far, Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates have games in hand. Us having one game in hand, and then Orlando Pirates, I believe they have 2 games in hand, if not 3. So the points, you look at the points, currently they are sitting at number 2, Tina we're on number 3. If we manage to win the game that we're going to play and win the second one, then definitely we can even overtake them, number 1, because as things stands, you can see how Sundowns have started the season. It's not been the best season so far for them, because you look at their previous season or previous seasons, they've played very well the first few games, making sure that they keep clean sheet. Okay, not clean sheet, but they make sure that they win their games consistently. So this time around, it has not been the case, and I see more problems going forward. So I might say on that question, Sanele Shando, it's a bit of both to me, aside in Lami, when I take a look at things. The teams, because obviously at the end of the day, PSL teams are trying by all means with Nabo, but Ape is standard Sabo, because having a better Sundowns in the league, that means definitely we need to have better teams so that they can be able to try and compete with that Sundowns. So Sundowns, if currently Jobang issue, for me it's a bit of both. If they are fading and as we are not improving, then it shows you there's a problem. So for now, all I can say is Sundowns, yes, they have dipped in form, but also the teams, PSL teams now, but they've regained, forms, but they're trying by all means to find the right combinations. A lot of teams now, I think they know how to frustrate the Sundowns, and it's getting to that point where things are no longer, the same. So, yeah, it will depend on how the league is going to end, but at the end of the day, chances are Jobang Shilo at the beginning of the season. This season, I don't see Sundowns winning the title. If they do, then that would be good for them, but definitely I don't see them doing that. I see at least one of the 2 teams, it's either Chiefs or Pirates, will be the ones to come out victorious this year when it comes to the league. But I don't know, guys. It all depends on whether not we try to raise our socks and make sure we play for a win each and every game that we play for. You understand? So yeah, that was the last buffet too. You can also let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Where are your thoughts in terms of this? Do you think Sundowns has just dropped the form, or you think the teams have decided, you know what, this time we are going to try by all means to up the standard. Let's up the stakes. Let's make sure ukuthi at least nathi we siyabonakala as teams ukuthi definitely we are trying our best to get where we want to be. But anyways, let me know what you think about it down in the comment section below. I believe this is it. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, share it with your friends and family, and ngakhohlwa ikhosi aliphela umoya. Peace.